Hi, this is Heather Picken, host of the Fearless and Fabulous Female Masterclass. You're going to learn in 90 days or less how to take your business to the next level. You want to go to the next level, you've got to align your mind to your vision and you got to take action. So I want you to take notes, and I also want you to consider to upgrade to the Fearless and Fabulous bundle. What that is experts paid products given to you for only $97. This is important because it's supporting a cause called She Should Run. And that is about getting 250,000 women running for office by 2030. I want you to be a fearless woman. Stand in your power and know what you stand for. I hope you enjoy this masterclass. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another masterclass of the Fearless and Fabulous Female Entrepreneur Summit. I know that's a mouthful. I'm just so excited to talk about my next guest, and her name is also a mouthful. So I want to welcome to our masterclass expert, Iryna. Wait for it, Shevchenko, right? Shevchenko. Let's say that really fast. Is that right? Did I get it?
Yes, that is totally right. I'm so excited to be here. And yes, my name is Iryna Shevchenko.
I love it. I love it. Let's just all say that 10 times really fast. And I want to share with everyone a little bit about what you do. So you're a face group. You do face group visibility coaching, and you're a marketing strategist. And your mission is to help online coaches to grow their list and get paying clients with Facebook groups, even if you're new to the online coaching world. So Iryna, thank you so much for being my guest today.
Thank you for having me here. I'm so excited.
Yeah. And I know we were chatting here before we started, and you are actually from Russia.
Yep.
I love it. How long have you lived here?
Well, I live in the United States for like 11 years, a little more. I still have the strong, heavy accent, which is not gonna walk away from me. I'm so.
I love it. I was actually doing my best imitation of a Russian accent today. I don't know if it was that great, because I love a little fun fact. I actually like doing, I like imitating voices. I started when I was a child, and I just think it's fun. You know, I like hearing, different languages and accents, and I think,
that's cool.
Yeah. So, and my boyfriend always laughs at me. He thinks, he's like, oh, you got to work on your timing, and you got to work on your accent. So anyways, I like to have fun here today. And I know we got to get busy, because we're going to be talking about Facebook groups and the strategy on how to do this in 10 days. Now, it's interesting because this summit is all about what strategy you can implement, like what big idea can you take, and you can implement it within 30, 60, or 90 days. So before we get into that, why Facebook groups? Like, why do you think that's important?
I think personally, because when I start running my business at the beginning from scratch, with no language, no money, no clients, no experience, no authority, the coolest thing that I actually get my first paying clients from Facebook group. It was not even my Facebook group. So it's really, really cool. And so that's why right now I help my clients to go there and find Facebook groups that would be great for them and find the clients for them. And yes, you can actually run your own Facebook group and make hundreds, thousands of dollars, but you can actually use somebody else. The biggest thing that I see, the biggest problem that I see that people make, that they join Facebook groups, they want to have clients, they have the gift, they have everything, but they don't know how to present themselves. And as a result, when they actually start presenting themselves, they do it so wrong, and they end up by kicking out from the group. So that's why I'm like, okay, we're gonna do it the right way. You don't have to be spammy, you don't have to be, you don't have to do wrong things. You can do it the right way. You can actually build your authority, grow your list like crazy. You can find the clients, and people will come to you, not you're gonna chase them.
I love that. I love that. So, let's create the framework for this. So if we're doing it in 10 days, would you recommend to start your group, or like a fresh new group, or join someone else's, or both?
Depends of your business. So here is the deal. First of all, I would, if you will come to me, and that's what I do. I'm like, I teach people about to get booked with Facebook groups, but I never recommend to create your own Facebook group because it's so many Facebook groups out there.
Yes.
And if you don't put the effort to build your group, to overcome the struggles, it's not going to happen over the night. You're not going to get overnight success. If you're not willing or you don't have time to actually have that in your business, then don't put the effort that in something that's not going to work for you, or something that you're not interested to build. However, if you're like, I want to create my group and this is the place, I have all my plans for the group and I'm going to make that work for me, it doesn't matter what how long it will take me. If they actually have the idea in their business, like, you have the structure of your business, you can know what to do and how to do, what you want in your business, what you don't want to be in your business. And if the Facebook group is the part of your business, then hell yeah, create it. But don't create it just because everybody else says to. You need to create it. Don't create it just because, don't listen to somebody else. Do it. It's your business. First step number one, figure out what the heck you want. Like, figure out.
I love that. Yeah, because you do have to maintain a group.
Figure out your business. Figure out how you're going to build a relationship with the people. You don't have to have your group. So I actually get clear on that part. Like, do you want to create your group because somebody else told you to create, or you actually want to create your group because it's a part of your business? You get clear on that, and then then it's the same thing. You can create your own group, build your own trial and build a relationship with people, or you can actually find other Facebook groups out there and build a relationship with the same people out there. And it depends what you want in your business. And then we can find out the right tool for you to make that happen, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, because a lot of times people get overwhelmed. Oh my gosh, I got to maintain this group. So what you're saying is, hey, listen, if you don't want to maintain a group, you don't have to. Leverage the efforts of other people. Now, here is the conundrum where people, I think, don't understand what to do once they get inside of a Facebook group. Number one, I should say, what groups should they choose? How many groups? And what they should be doing, because you said, don't be spammy, which I've seen people do. It's a total turnoff, and you can get banned from the group, right?
Yep. So first, in this case, my first question is, how much free time do you have? Based on that, I will recommend, if you have plenty time in your life and you single, you're a mom, you have a child, you stay at home, you have lots of free time, and you just need to kill your time, then yeah, join the list of I have a client who has 10 Facebook groups. I'm like, I cannot manage 3 of them. You do it 10. I'm like, good luck with you. But that person is with lots of free time. She was okay with that. However, I have people like my clients, they are actually working on top that they have family. They don't have time to join all those million Facebook groups and stay active in those Facebook groups. So first of all, my first question is, how much free time do you have? Then based on that answer, figure out how many Facebook groups you want to be active. Remember, join Facebook group, it's a one thing. It's not going to give you anything. It's not going to grow your visibility, not going to build your authority, and not going to find you pay clients. You have to be active in those Facebook groups. So you need to figure out, in my case, as I usually say, start with the 3 to 5 Facebook groups. Depends how much free time do you have. It's very important. And be very, very active in those Facebook groups. Build relationship. Sometimes this is the coolest thing ever. Lots of times, special admins, we create a Facebook group and we go to Facebook group, we create a post, and nobody likes the post. Well, guess what? If I show up in a Facebook group and, it's not go crazy activities out there, and if my visibility was going to like the post, leave the comment, not even creating the post. If somebody, if I create the post and somebody like my post, yeah, I will pay attention on that person. visibility check mark to the person who liked it. If somebody leave the comment under post, guess what? My heart will be open for that person, and I will be like, oh my God, thank you for a response, you know, like between the line. And that's build the visibility of that person. And so, yeah, by supporting somebody out there with your likes, with your comments, by sharing your opinion, by sharing your thoughts, by even say thank you so much for this really cool, awesome picture, by even doing that, you build your visibility. On top of that, the admin of that Facebook group will be thankful for you for doing stuff. Guess what? I don't know how about everybody else, but I have my Facebook group, more than 2,000 people are there. And if somebody active in my group, I'm more open for that person. In my Facebook group, we have on Saturdays, we have the promo day. However, if I see that person, like specific person or couple of people, like show up in my group, they create the post, they support author with the post. Guess what? I support that person. I'm like, you want to promote your business? Go for it, because you do extra steps to helping me with my activity in my group. So as admin, I'm pretty, open for that person. So when you join those Facebook groups, choose like 3 to 5, depends how much free time you have, and start building your visibility. Your visibility is not like pump the post and run away. The visibility is actually building relationship with people, talking with people, like somebody. My personal strategy, I'm giving behind the scenes secret. My personal strategy, I create the list of the Facebook group that I know for this month I'm going to be active, and I want that people, those 200 people, I want that they will remember me. They will know me. I just want that. And I go to Facebook group before I go open. Before I'm going to sleep, I open my phone, and the last thing what I do, I usually open those Facebook groups, and I literally like somebody else post. I leave the comment. It's like take me 5-10 minutes before I'm falling asleep on my phone. I did these activities. I close my phone. I'm going to sleep. It's great. Like they will remember. They will see me active. Yeah. And that's how they build relationship. I implement the strategy, and people, I go into Facebook group, even if I just join Facebook group, the people already in the group, they know me, because we all in all those Facebook groups. We all in those million Facebook groups out there. So they will remember me from other Facebook group. That's how I build my authority, my, my visibility, like this, on boom, on the go. And every time when I do some video and people come to me and they're like, Iryna, I love your content. I love everything what you're doing. And I'm like, do I know you? But thank you. Like, it's so nice to receive all this positive feedback. And I'm like, I didn't even know that, and it's the coolest part when I do some activities, other activities, like promoting my stuff and service, people actually buy from me. And I didn't even know that person buy from me, but I receive so much, like, I buy from you because like I follow you for so long time. I absolutely love your tips. I absolutely love what you do. Your tip make me money. And I'm like, you follow me? How the heck you follow me? Like, I didn't know you. But that's how. When you choose like those 3 to 5 Facebook groups, depends how much free time, like stay committed be active with those Facebook group for a while. Just like I usually set the goals for a month. So I'm like, this is the month. Admins know me, admins love me, they support me because I support them. As admin, I totally understand what they have to go through. But also the members in the group, they know me. They invite me to participate in their summits. They invite me to interview me. They do this one and this one. And it's just like, all that comes only from simple that grab my phone before I go to sleep, scroll down on the Facebook, see the post that didn't get any likes, like the post, leave the comment, share my opinion, ask the question. That simple visibility, 10 minutes visibility, is the goal-changing thing for me.
I love that. And just to kind of recap what you said is, number one, you definitely have to get clear. You got to know, am I starting my own Facebook group, or am I going to join other groups, picking 3 to 5, and, having a strategy, really working it and being consistent. And I have found that across the board, when it comes to being successful, you've got to have that consistency. You take action, And what's really great is we are living in such a digital world where we have our devices right in front of us. We can do it right before we go to bed. We can delegate it. But, you know, just getting it out there. And you also said something was interesting. It's like, you're not necessarily, yes, you're creating content. That's one of those things, but you're also liking posts, you're responding to comments. And to me, it's like, you know, if you look at the old form of advertising in newspapers, they said it takes 7 touch points on average in order for people to say, hey, I want to buy. You know, the same thing could be said when you're posting or liking comments. You know, you get that facial recognition, and unconsciously or consciously a person's like, oh, you know, I know you. Oh, I like your tips, right? And you're creating that connection to them. So I love what you're saying. I think this is so great. So with 10 days, you said, you know, can someone really get, you know, some clients just by working the strategy for, let's just say, the next 10 days? They're taking your tips and they're doing it.
To be honestly, yes, but you have to put the effort to build that relationship with people. You can do it longer than 10 days or you can do it shorter, but yes, you have to put some effort. So here is to be honest about creating the content. Yes, you have to create your content. And I would be honestly, a year ago, 6 months ago, probably like a year ago, I would be like, hey, you need to create the content, you need to create and go to those Facebook groups, consistently post it like this. But because it's too many Facebook groups, because everybody coming and post it, if you create, if you go into Facebook group and you create a post and you post it out there, if I like your post, you probably will pay attention on my like more than you actually pay on scrolling down and find my post out there. So that's why
I want to stop you right there, because that is really, really important. A lot of times people think, oh, it's about me. Look at my post, look at my content. But what you said was just really valuable. You said, you know, like the person's post, then it's like they get it into their radar and then they're going to pay more attention to you. So it's kind of like that psychological connection that they're creating awareness. Because I find a lot of times when people are posting, I've seen it in groups where people are kind of like, hey, look at me, all content, but they're not liking other people's posts. So what you just said, I think, was very valuable.
Yes, because at the end of the day, you want to create the connections with your potential client. How to do that? You have to grab attention. Before 6 months ago, a year ago, to create the post, yes, it was that place when grabbing attentions. Right now, grabbing attentions is like connecting to you, to talk to you, to leave the comment under your post, to like your post. That's how I grab your attentions, you know? So like after time, because everything is changing, that's my new recommendation. Actually, I start slowly changing. Yes, you have to create the post. And back to that questions, like, can you get booked within 10 days? Yeah, you can actually. On top that, you grabbing people attentions, you actually to take first step toward to them to build this relationship. But on top of that, you also need to build your visibility and, the most important, build your authority. If you want that people will come to you, buy from you, they have to see you as the person that you're perfect fit for them to solve their problem. So in this case is the basic, the same, that visibility. In this case, if you have some kind of questions, you have some kind of freebies, you can actually go on those Facebook groups and say, hey guys, I have this freebie going on, but you know what, it's not about the freebie right now, because we all don't like download those freebie and never really open. It's a new thing right now. We like million things, million emails, and we don't even remember why we signed for the freebie. But actually take one tip from the freebie and say, hey, look, I have this freebie going on, but I want to share with you one tip, the biggest problem that I see my audience are making, and this is what the problem that they make, this is what the struggles that they have, this is the solution that they need to take to fix that problem, to overcome that struggle. And maybe you can share even like piece of your story why you think this way is work. So for example, if I'm gonna give you example, like one of my clients, she's a health coach. So she helps women to lose weight. So when she shared the one tip to lose weight, it's a one thing. But when she add the personal experience, why this tip is helpful, she create this authority plus personal stuff. That's what how create, like, I want to buy from the person who I know that have the same problem that I have, and I know that the person overcome that problem, you know?
Yes.
So in this case, I will be more open to buy the, invest my money in the person because I have strongest belief that the person can help me. So in this case, take one, like repurpose your own freebie. Take one tip, share the tip, explain why it will work or why it will not work. Add something personal. And the biggest thing ever, make sure if you want to build your authority within 10 days, add picture of you. That here the thing, yes, you see it all the time on social media, but you also see these new coaches, they don't add the pictures of you. But remember, if I want that somebody buy from me, they have to recognize my face. They have to recognize my face. They're gonna invest money in me. They have to recognize my face. If I want that they will buy from me, they have to get to know me. They have to believe that I am actually a good fit for them. To fix their problems. How to do that? Videos, pictures, that personal stuff. It can be crazy pictures of you, like you go to Zoom and you take crazy picture of you, it's not have to be professional, but I have to be your face, so they will connect your value to your face. And you stay consistent with that thing.
Yeah, I love those tips. And, talking about stories, making that personal connection, because I do a lot of things with neuroscience in my coaching, and they have actually shown studies where when you're storytelling, whether it could be on Facebook or if you're speaking, that there is, a chemical elicited in your brain that actually connects that person. And that's why people will buy from you. So there is a science behind that, and using the kind of like facial recognition that is tied into your brand. That's really important. And they have also done studies, like a smiling woman, those are converting higher, especially if you're running Facebook ads. So I think all of these things that you're saying are so on point. They're so important. And I want women that are listening right now to actually take your tips. Hopefully they're taking out notes, they're writing their tips, and they're implementing, because that's the most important thing. Like, you've got to implement. You can have all this great knowledge, but knowledge is useful or useless, I should say, unless you implement it, right?
So true, so true. Like, seriously, I always say, like, this is what I teach my pay clients. And this is specific formula that I literally implement in my business, and I teach my clients get this success, like, not overnight success, but higher, faster success. It's you learn something new, you implement that, and you analyze. You need to grow yourself. You need to learn. Like, for example, 6 months ago, a year ago, the strategy that I share with you would be slightly different because everything is changing. You have to change yourself. You have to implement, because if you're not taking the actions, all this knowledge will be not going to give you results. Things not going to happen for you. Nobody gonna run your business for you, right? You have to implement and analyze, because you have to look back and see what strategy was working, what was not working, why it's not working. Maybe it's not fitting you. Maybe you need to shift some things, like analyze and then focus on something that will bring you results. Simple like this. You implement this specific, like, golden formula of Iryna Shevchenko, and I guarantee you're gonna grow faster than you did before.
I love it. And Iryna, this has been so helpful, and you just kind of dove right into the strategy. And these are tips again.
I'm really bad with that. I don't share my stories. I usually don't talk about myself. I'm like, let's straight to the point.
Let's do it. Let's get to work. And I know before we go, you've got a special gift, which the link is going to be below wherever you're listening or watching. It'll be right below this. So can you tell us a little bit about your free gift that you have?
Yes, we have 10 killing tips how to get booked with Facebook groups. Right now, we share a few tips. I share a few tips with my audience. But if you really want to step by step specific, what to do, how to do, to the point. Like I have one tip when I break it down, like Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, like I break it down to the point. Then download the freebie. Implement the freebie. Like I said before, implement the freebie, go there, implement it, take the actions, get results. Like if you're here, if you're watching this or you're listening to this training, take the actions. If you really want to shift your business, this is great opportunity. Download your freebie, 10 killing tips how to get back, book with Facebook groups. Choose your Facebook groups, go out there, build your visibility, get booked, come back to me and say thank you.
I love that. Yes, I encourage everyone to do that. And you know, what's really great is that these tips you're sharing, you don't have to spend any money on marketing. So if you're trying to be more conservative with your marketing cost, there's so many resources that you can use. So I totally appreciate these tips. And I want to just thank you so much for being my guest today.
Thank you for having me here. It's like golden talk. I absolutely love this.
Woo-hoo, I love it. It's on fire. And again, all the fearless and fabulous female entrepreneurs, you know you've got a mission, you know you've got a purpose, you've got to take action, you've got to find the strategy that works and with your big idea, and you just got to implement it. And of course, believe in what you're doing, because the world needs you with what your product or service, whatever it is. You got to put yourself out there. Until next time, this is Heather Picken. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
So I hope you enjoyed this masterclass. Now, my question for you is, what are you going to do in the next 90 days? I want you to take action that is aligned with your ambitious goal. You know, when I work with clients, I actually show them how to change the neuroplasticity of their brain. And part of the process is really understanding, you know, what goal, what action that I want to take is actually in alignment with my vision and mission and purpose. So you want to make sure that you have that. My other ask is to consider doing the Fearless and Fabulous Female Bundle. That is an upgrade, and it's $97. It runs throughout the summit. The reason why that's important is, number one, it's going to accelerate the rate in which you start attracting your success with some of the strategies that these experts are offering you. Number two, it's actually going to support a cause called She Should Run. As I mentioned earlier, it's about getting 250,000 women running for office by 2030. As women, we are so powerful. And I believe we're really living in an interesting time that we can change the world with our work. So again, I hope you consider the Fearless and Fabulous Bundle, and I want you to take action, okay? I'm going to be checking up on you.